Greetings to you, my dear friend. I hope all is well with you and with your family. The Sabbath is set aside by God for us to celebrate creation and to glorify God. By celebrate creation, I simply mean to look at what God has done, think of what God has done, and learn lessons about the goodness and the power of God, and to be strengthened by the fact that we serve an all-powerful Creator. Of all of creation, the highest expression of God's creative power on this earth was the creation of man and woman. They alone were made in His image. So consequently, when we celebrate creation, when we glorify God, we ought to be very, very careful how we view man and woman, how we view male and female. Animals were not made in the image of God. Neither were trees or plant rocks or the sky or the sun or the moon or the stars. Only humanity was directly made in the image of God. Now, of all the physical characteristics people possess, the only one that is specifically mentioned in Genesis 1:27 is that one was male and one was female. The Bible says, so God created man in His own image. In the image of God created He him, male and female created He them. I went online and I asked the question, how many genders exist? And the results were bewildering. Over 60 terms that express gender. The article also informed me that gender and sex are not the same thing. Sex refers to physical characteristics, such as genital structures and the predominant hormone. For men, testosterone; for women, estrogen. But gender is what you choose for yourself. The Bible does not tell us Adam chose his gender or his sex, nor did Eve. The Bible tells us God assigned one male, God assigned the other female. The Christian must hold to thus saith the Lord, despite what is overwhelmingly popular in society. What does this have to do with Sabbath observance? As I said earlier, the Sabbath is set aside for the celebration of creation and the glorifying of God, and the highest expression of creation was the making of man and woman, male and female. We have to be ultra careful how we view those persons made in the image of God, because when we tamper with the expression of God's image, male and female, we are attempting to tamper with God, which is impossible. My listening friend, in Genesis 5 verse 1, the Bible says, this is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made He him, male and female created He them. So it is repeated, male and female were created by God. Regardless of what society says, that sex refers to physical structure and gender refers to your choice, God made the choice. This is male, this is female, case closed. Sin has created problems, but sin ought not to instruct us regarding God's creation. All I'm trying to say, as you observe the Sabbath, the highest expression of creation was the making of male and female in the image of God. The image of God is reflected in the two genders. The image of God is reflected in the headship of the man. Society cannot change that. So as you keep the Sabbath holy in obedience to God, remember, God's plan was male and female despite what a sinful society tells you. May the Lord bless you, super abundantly bless you, bless your family as you keep the Sabbath holy. And remember that God's arrangement was, it is still His arrangement, male and female. And in the world to come, it will be male and female, despite what this present evil society tells you. God bless you, and happy Sabbath.